day. From Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's Week 15 of the NFL on EA Sports. The Philadelphia Eagles taking on the New York Giants.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the New York Giants and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. And they will be led out by their 6'4" quarterback.
I'm absolutely eager to watch him play in this game because here we are, Week 15. Not a lot of games left down the stretch. But will he get outside of himself, trying to make huge plays in order to try and win an MVP? Because he's not in the #1 spot right now.
No, he's not. I think everyone consensus thinks that way. You hope he doesn't get outside of himself right now, though, because that could really get their offense out of sync. And it's been in sync most of this year. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35.
Number 39.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And the giant rush gets home as down he goes.
The quarterback sack.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, defense.
So a pretty early first quarter roughing the passer penalty.
Seems like the officials are going to let everyone know they're taking charge of this game. They're always going to protect the quarterback.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 14 carries, 66 yards.
And to me, the goal is the exact same thing as last week. Get him the ball early and often. I think he's got another big game in him in this one.
And he will be hit from behind and run over. Wow.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop it.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. So now here are the Giants backed up to start their first drive. And a glance at the tall signal caller, standing 6'6".
So this is where we find out about the game plan and the trust factor, don't we? In this situation, the natural thing is take care of the ball. Run it inside. Everyone cover it. Just, get yourself some room and let your punter punt it out of there. But when you really got a QB you can trust, you might want to take a little shot early and try and create some space.
Now a nice play defensively on first down as this is knocked away and incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw again. Townsend. That's complete to Ward. And way up past the 35 before he's taken down. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
29 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now this one is running back out of the backfield, and he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out. Much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisp. I like that. Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start.
Yeah, and I think this is where the play caller is looking at his play sheet and saying, to have that dagger play, to have that play and just finish them off right now, because I think they'd love to gain that big advantage early.
2nd and 7.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 13 carries, 70 yards.
They look like a team that really emphasized the running game in the offseason. They were going to build around it. Didn't matter if they're going to run gap scheme, power scheme, whatever. They've got a runner who finds yardage if you give him just a little bit of space. Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want it. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38.
This offensive line has struggled. In fact, when we sat down with the coach, he said it's been in tatters lately. They allowed 6 sacks in their last game. Just gave up another one right there.
In tatters, so it sounds a little bit like this right now.
Exactly. It's like that paper being ripped. And right now, they've got to find a way to get it back together.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Townsend, he'll get this to Ward. And they will rally and stop him short of the 1st down. They get him to the ground at the 26. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Well, don't tell any defensive coordinator I played for, but that might be considered a win for both teams because defensively they stopped them short and forced the 4th down. But offensively, they picked up enough yards to give their kicker a better shot, if that's what they want to do.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating 1st downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
At the 43-yard line.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man on the right sideline. It's McKinney. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
3, Eagles 0.
So the drive takes them into Giants territory now. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. And he'll be taken down at the 34.
Receiver, the ball carrier.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on him before he could get much out of it.
On play action, they'll throw. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Now let's see who this is on.
Offense.
Now, if you're going to get rid of it, you better get outside the pocket.
Yeah, you have to get outside of that tackle-to-tackle box, right? Get out there, and then you can do it legally, but he wasn't able to do so, and they end up losing the down as well.
The Eagles send out their punter now. They'll boot it away from about his 35. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And he'll get credit for a punt inside the 20, not by much, but inside the 20 at the 19-yard line.
19-yard line.
As the Giants head back out there, let's take a look at the playoff picture in the NFC.
And it's right about this time of the year that you start to say this is when the cream rises to the top. Week 15, 3 weeks left to go, but still plenty to be determined.
It certainly is, because we all know everyone is aiming for that #1 seed. But failing that, because only 2 teams in the NFL get a bye, 1 from each conference, that question becomes who's hot? Who's peaking at the right time as you start the playoffs?
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 16 yards, a first down.
And the Giants first down.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. That'll set him back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make this a 2nd and 13. Back to throw. Townsend looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. 3rd and 15 coming up after that loss of 2.
Time to give a little credit here. That was an excellent read by the guys on the defensive side of the ball.
Oh, you're crediting your defense.
Got to credit them on that one because they tried to fool him, right? Tried to trick him. Ran a screen, and they went to it and smothered it for a loss of yardage.
And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
We can make this one pretty simple. Locked up all of his progressions downfield, forced to get it to his running back. But how about the way they ran to the football and knocked him down to force a 4th down?
And he'll be out of bounds right around the 20. It's a 45-yard punt, then 8 on the return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a 1st down and change our momentum?
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. Flush to his right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant. As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he still has yet to get on track in this 1st half as they're going to stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Flush, nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
The quarterback forced out of bounds and sacked.
Offensively lucky they're able to keep the football, but now 4th down, so they'll have to boot it away.
I do think, though, they're going to look at this as a positive. 1, they recovered the fumble, so they retained possession. But 2, being able to punt it changes field position for them. Imagine if that turnover takes place there. Now your defense has to go onto the field and try and hold. Instead, they get a little breathing room.
And a fair catch taken back near about the 35, 36-yard line. 37 yards on the punt with no return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. Throwing on 1st down. Townsend over the middle, completes this to Ward. 7 yards, the pickup there.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than 1 tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle, luckily enough.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Not much room here as he only gets it to about the 30. Now the Eagles will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And the Giants send out their punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Taken in at the 22. So possession goes over here on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. Here comes the field general leading his offense back out there for the next possession. And I guess the question, Charles, is what's the formula for keeping him better protected? Because as we see, the Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out by a few inches. That'll be a 1st down.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
And that one will fall incomplete.
And incomplete.
Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half. Eluding the pressure right. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Defense was expecting run, and they're dealt a pass of over 15 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Rush coming, and he's taken down. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
And incomplete. It's now 3rd and 19.
Now with 5 seconds left, not really enough time to run another play and then stop it, so on comes the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
A final shot before break. Townsend, he's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, time for a sprint to the finish, as it's time to get you caught up with what's happening around the NFL here in a pivotal Week 15. We'll get things started with an interconference matchup. Washington on the road in Jacksonville. And it's the home team who are out in front. From there, we head over to MetLife Stadium to check in on the Jets. And you can see they trail the visiting Buffalo Bills in that ball game. The Bills looking to sew that one up, and they look to be in pretty good shape. Finally, we'll save the biggest for last as we head to AT&T Stadium to see what's happening with the Cowboys at home in Arlington. And they were winners in that game over the visiting Detroit Lions. 20-17, your final. Meanwhile, in our game, not much happening on the scoreboard, just a lone field goal in that first half. For the call of the second half, maybe we can get a touchdown, fellas. Here are Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. These offenses seemingly still back at the hotel for the first half. 3-0 our score as the second half gets underway. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And New York set to take the field. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? Beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys, they're tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. Looking to throw on second down. Townsend, he's going to find his running back. It's complete. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though. Huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off. It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
His first punt, 48 yards. This one looks equally as good. That's taken on the 25. It'll be a net of 40 yards following a punt of 44. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the second half. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
Now they're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Now they'll run it on the toss. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
2nd and 15. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
As a general rule, offensive linemen like to know where their quarterback's going to be when he's setting up to throw the football. But sometimes they just have to get on the run, get on the move. He was able to do that on that play and picks up a first down with a nice throw.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete. Now that'll bring up second down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
And this will be caught inside the 10. What a grab. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 18 yards that time to push him up 1st and goal.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slot.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off down at the 2. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Now left side on the swing pass. And they can't bring him down. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A very solid gain of 27.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Now he tries to keep the legs churning, but he's going to be stopped behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. 30-yard line, 2nd and 12.
30-yard line.
Gonna give this time to the tailback. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage.
Taken down right at the line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And he's going to be taken down at the 39, clearly short of the first by a few yards. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
So I think that we all figured when he caught it that short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
It'll be a 10-yard return following a punt of 45. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Well, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. The Eagles on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. And he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4.
Fourth down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. A gutsy decision there at this stage in the second half in their own territory, and a decision that they might regret.
Can't wait for the postmortem. You know, this post-game press conference, because the questions are going to come fast and furious about this decision, no matter how the game turns out, right? What were you thinking there? Why? Did you have a certain play call? Were you confident in your defense? Oh, yeah. Why?
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 35. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. A critical error there in a tight game in the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Being chased out left. He's going to take off with it. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to get this pretty close to the first down marker at the Giants' 30. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
First and 10 at the 30-yard line.
They'll look to throw now on first down. That is caught inside the 5. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
At the 3-yard line.
Even though this offense doesn't have a single point to its name, they're not totally out of this game yet. A touchdown here, they could be in business.
And how about that last play? Now they've got momentum going, so you know I'm a big advocate. Get back on the line of scrimmage. Throw another play out of while you've got them rocked on their heels.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. From 3 yards out, and the Eagles have taken the lead. The quarterback stayed in the pocket. He got licked for it, but it paid off. Touchdown.
Talk about a true strength throw. People wrapped around him, taking a hit, and still has the ability to get it downfield for a touchdown pass. Phenomenal.
So he missed his lone field goal try, but he's got this one as that extends their lead. So that drive, 4 plays. The result, Philadelphia in the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now here's the signal caller getting ready to lead this offense again. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. 23 yards on the play. So 1 play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Now a throw downfield is taken in by his running back. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 34-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards, and the sticks move. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. From the gun, Townsend. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Operating from the gun, Townsend. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete. And down inside the 15 he goes. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. We'll check on his status when we get back. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. They have a first and 10 at the 13-yard line. Now a handoff looking right. Oh, good move. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. A gain of 3, second down.
He was brought down at the 10-yard line. A 3-yard pickup brings up second and 7.
From the gun, Townsend. The quick slant caught. And he's brought down. First target, first catch, and a first down.
first and goal, New York.
They'll try to run this one in. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there. And he's got it. Touchdown, Giants. A 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Giants are going to jump back in front.
For the extra point.
No surprise there. Third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
From the 6. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
So now the Eagles down 10-7, a minute 40 remaining. A possible crippling loss to their playoff status in the balance, barring a late score. And the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They'll look to throw. Steps away. And that is incomplete.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
Out to his left. And that is incomplete.
They certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. He'll look to throw. Wide open receiver complete. And all the way down inside the 25 before he's out of bounds. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down.
We know play callers can be very creative in this game today, but sometimes when they've got receivers with speed like this, they don't need to design incredibly complex calls. Sometimes it's just get the ball in his hands and let him do his thing. In a sense, less can become more, and it was right there.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Back to throw. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a first and goal. Clock's under a minute. Still plenty of time, partner. They have all 3 timeouts.
That means they have plenty of options in their play calling and where they target on the field. They can throw it downfield, maybe even in the middle, and use their timeouts.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. He's back to throw. Buying time to his left. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Back to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Intended for number 85, incomplete.
So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark, really, start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to potentially send us to overtime. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Likely the play of the game here, trailing in the final quarter and going for it on 4th and goal. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. This will be caught at about the 6. Fighting for the pylon, but he will not get there. They mark him short of the goal line. They get the completion, but cannot. Push forward into the end zone, and that's going to be just about all she wrote for this one. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this one all over but the shouting, you might say. Now, there's one timeout remaining defensively, but probably no real need to use it here.
Yeah, the only time they would use.
Oh, and he's not going to make it out of the end zone. The push too strong, and that'll be a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
So a free kick situation forthcoming from the 20 as they'll punt this one away. Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. This is just an exercise in futility. Do you even bother running a play here offensively?
I wouldn't, because now is not going to erase what's happened during the game. So after it's over, you're going to go to the film, find out where the game was really lost. But this is not a situation now where you're going to make up for anything.
We'll see what they do here. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still, you're wondering, could it happen? Possibly, even though we both knew it was a long shot.
So for the Giants, they're not going to go quietly here as the win moves them now to 8-6 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Tennessee Titans. Meanwhile, for the Eagles, they fall to 8-6 with the loss. And they'll look to regroup next week as they head to Houston to take on the Texans. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sport.
I heard a flare gun, I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear none, I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one, see it one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on shot for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Get it triumphant. Let's bump it. Don't mind me seizing the moment. Energy up my body burning. And my stomach keep up turning. Stop moving, I can't control it. On my last breath and I can't hold it. You gotta give it all I got. This for the ones that think I'm joking. This for real, for real. Lightweight bust off half a. Yeah, I'm sweating, babe. Must be all them happy meals. I don't know how happy feels, but damn, I'm trying to find out. Say I got sex appeal. I think it's cause I work that good. I'm ready to race. No, I don't fear nothing. I'm stuck in my ways. They say I'm the chosen one. See it in my face. Get this one and I'm holding on. I can't be replaced. I just take a sip, but it's split. We on chat for the win. Celebrate the win again. Celebrate the win again. Take a sip, but it's split. We on chat for the win. Celebrate the win again.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
Hey, could count on my paw and look at my dogs from. It was way back then, could claim what you saw, but you weren't with us. The higher the climb, the harder the fall, but how did you get up? I done got rich and went broke, then got rich again, just a little hiccup. I done been bought in this pickup. Remember me being so bummy and being so hungry, I had to eat gristle. Ay, how did the lady go miss? Ay, her she was magic, she mixed. Ay, met her at one of the functions, we caught a little rhythm, she caught up a friend, they kissed and we dipped it, and that's how we kicked it.
Let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I asked. Can I? Before I went live, they ain't know what I was. Ain't no one alive that could do what I does. Wait. Need a light here just to catch my buzz. Need Sprite here just to catch my cup. Now they don't really talk about us. Now they don't really talk about love. Honestly, they ain't never seen too much. What's love to a guy with a bag? What's heart to a guy with some cash? What's pain to a guy that's mad? Said. What's broke to a guy with a mask? What's broke to a guy with a plan? I just wanna kick it, that's all I ask. Like, let me explain what I did. Can I kick it? Hold on. Yeah, I got some rings and a range. Can I kick it? Yeah. Don't ask me a thing. How I got her, how I did it. Yeah. Spend the whole half, had a blast. Can I kick it? Even with a sprain. Pain, can I kick it? Just the flex, I went and bought a chain. Can I kick it? Things ain't been the same. Things have changed. Can I kick it? People acting different, so I ask. Can I?
You should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't down once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seat. I'm just hoping she don't fail. Cause when she do, I don't know what I'ma do. All that I heard that y'all was talking, it was comical. Pull up in your city for the evening, what you trying to do? Go and bring the beat back. I don't really listen to the feedback, nah. Told me that she good, she don't need jack, nah. I'm real proud of the steps you took just to get to the place that you at today. I couldn't tell you to you straight, I gotta estimate. I wonder if I ought to go here with the best to say. Now go ahead, get me out of here, I couldn't last today. I got the city talking about me like I passed away. Automatic Automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just wanna know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you can sell that seed. Ooh, and she felt intrigued. Trying to duck the LMPD. Go and get yourself esteem. And she trying to link up. So much we got synced up. Pulled up in the dinged up whip. This ain't Pepto Biz, what this pink stuff is. Gonna tell me. Yeah, you heard me, you ain't felt me. I've been moving, I've been shaking, go and hit me on the celly. Try to sell me on something while I hold it compelling. Ever since I've been gone like Kelly, they been trying to tell me about this and that. I ain't chatting with you, we ain't going tit for tat. Trying to tell me how to get in the bag. We're going to get in your bag, I'm about to get in it. I'm like, automatic is a habit, you should know it's automated. I've been getting to it, I ain't noticed y'all was hating. Brand new chick, she don't know the occupation. I just want to know that I can hold a conversation. Oof, I don't know what y'all debating. I've been waiting for you, now I'm running out of patience. Running up a check, trying to run an operation. Went broke in the check and put 100 out of savings in. I can tell now that you ain't talking about nothing. I'ma need something I can calm down from. I'm gonna pull it with the bar down one. 6 months in, I ain't once. Trying to tell me what you know about me. You don't know nothing, keep it real with me. She said she ain't trying to deal with me. Okay, cool, you said that shit.